Hi. Today I will talk about how to overcome fear and move on with life. अभी जो डर का माहौल है बहुत ज़्यादा, हर आदमी परेशान है। कई लोग सोच रहे हैं कि लॉकडाउन और बढ़ा देना चाहिए, कई लोग सोच रहे हैं कि अ, जो भी हो अब लॉकडाउन खोल के आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। तो क्या लॉकडाउन और बढ़ाया जा सकता है? क्या हम वैक्सीन या दवाई ना मिलने तक लॉकडाउन में रह सकते हैं? जान का डर सभी को है, तो इसी को थोड़ा समझते हैं। Should you stop all economic activities due to fear of death? Let's see. Reasons for death may be anything. So, एक example है मुंबई local. The death is on the rail tracks. Almost 10 people die every day in railway accidents in Mumbai. More than 35,000 people have died in any 10-year period in Mumbai locals. And major cause for deaths in Mumbai includes crossing of railway tracks because of people are not climbing on the bridges or bridges are very far or sometimes bridges don't exist or they just fall off the running trains. It may be because of overcrowding. It may also be because of negligence. Sometimes people are very overconfident and they lean out of compartments, and in a running train they lose balance and eventually sometimes people fall. People also fall off trains due to stunts that they perform. So this is a data for road accidents in India. More than 1.5 lakh deaths on an average have been happening. This is the data for last 13-14 years, and consistently we are more than 1.25 lakh to 1.5 lakh deaths every year in India due to road accidents alone. And this is not counting any injuries or any hospitalization that happens due to that. So maybe the figure may be over 10 lakh in terms of people who are just injured and then require some hospitalization, some fracture, or some other medical issue crops up. But 1.5 people are losing life due to road accidents in India. So 3% children that are born in India don't survive right now. And this is the figure which is more than 7 lakh deaths per year. Yes, you heard it right. 7 lakh children who take birth and don't survive in their very infant age, either due to malnutrition or due to lack of proper health care, or they are very unfortunate and are born with some ailments which cannot be cured immediately. Sometimes parents don't have enough money to allow for expensive cure, and many of these deaths happen in very poor states, in rural areas where healthcare facilities are not enough, and that is where India is losing about 7 lakh children almost every year. It has been reducing though. The trend is good. From almost 5% deaths, we have now come to 3% deaths. But compare that with Sri Lanka, for example, and the number of deaths there is less than 1% of the childbirth. So, with better healthcare and focus on nutrition during pregnancy of the poor people, this can be reduced. We can save a lot of lives, but nobody paid attention to this data because this data does not come like a cricket scorecard or like a corona infection and corona deaths state-wise, city-wise, or on a national total daily. If we get dashboards like this for every district, every state, and at a country level about the road accidents in India, railway, local train overcrowding accidents in India, especially Mumbai, and infant mortality, which where children are dying just because of malnutrition, lack of proper health care. There are not enough pediatric ICUs at district level hospitals or at tehsil or taluka level hospitals. Forget about pediatric ICUs. There are hardly any ICUs even for adults at a tehsil or taluka level. I come from a town where the population of entire tehsil is more than 2 lakh, and we don't have any ICU in our hospital there. So 2 lakh people deprived of any ICU facilities. The nearest that a patient has to travel is 100 to 150 kilometers or sometimes 180 kilometers to a city where one can avail for ICU facility. So if you are lucky to survive 3 to 6 hours after a health calamity upon yourself, you will be alive probably. Else, death is the only option that is there. So governments have not paid proper attention to healthcare the way it should have, because this data does not hit us every day in newspapers, every day in your television screens and WhatsApp and so on. So when you fear with coronavirus next time, do remember the number of deaths that are happening on roads, the number of deaths that are happening just after the birth. So going by the data, it is very bad idea to travel by trains in Mumbai, but 70 lakh passengers do it daily. And any alternate infrastructure building will take much longer than finding a vaccine for COVID-19. COVID-19's vaccine will still come in a year or two, or maybe 5 years. But uh, building an alternate train infrastructure, rail routes, and decongesting Mumbai may take even longer, and it has been in plans. And governments know these figures year after year, decade after decade. The things are only worsening, not improving. There is hardly any attention on solving these problems and saving the lives. Right now, all politicians are appearing towards saving life as first priority, because this is in the conscious of people's mind, and media is every hour reporting about number of deaths in a city, in a state, and at a national level. So it is also a very bad idea just to come out of your homes and drive on the roads. So if we decide to respond to road accidents in India, in an ideal world, uh, the chief ministers or prime minister should just ban the road travel. No, but we don't ban it, right? We are urged to take enough precautions. We are urged to take speed limits, drive with the seat belt, drive with a helmet instead. Some of us do, some of us don't. But the people who take precautions, people who drive within speed limits, are less likely to fall prey to an accident than people who do not take precautions. Same may be true for coronavirus also. And it is also a bad idea, given the data, just to give birth to a child in India, because there are 3% chances that he or she may not survive after the birth. So, but do we ban childbirths for that? No. We have to constantly work towards improving this condition. From 5%, we have come to 3% in almost 13, 14 years, and I hope it continues to improve as we focus much more on healthcare. We focus much more on building ICUs, building ventilators for pediatric sections at taluka level, tehsil level, and district level in India. The cost of lockdown in India till now is more than 20 lakh crore rupees. That's the loss of economy, and it's counting further. We have no idea of its full impact as of now. But with this amount, if we had spent the same amount in past many years to save life on road, on healthcare, on better infrastructure for railway commute at every district level, taluka level, we would have saved lakhs of lives every year, and not just once. It's the pandemic has come only for once, but the data that I shared about lakhs of deaths happens every year. We needed few lakh crore rupees to be spent on healthcare, on better roads, improving road safety, having this constant awareness of taking precautions while driving. India would have saved a lot of lives. by spending same amount, which is 20 lakh crore rupees, which we have spent or a loss due to COVID-19. So इधर कुआं उधर खाई, अब करें तो क्या करें? How to move on with life, or we should not move on with life? See, without moving on financially, no government, no industry or economy or any family who are self-employed people, none of the stakeholders can sustainably feed all the humans on earth. And living in lockdowns until we find a vaccine, which may be 1 year or 2 year away, cannot be sustainable. We will have much more deaths due to hunger, due to poverty, due to unemployment, due to depression, which comes with loss of job, loss of pay, loss of income in case of self-employed people. So, are we ready to take all that as a side effect of this COVID-19 related lockdowns? What are the choices? Choices are not easy. Either kuan, udhar khai. Choices are not easy, but we need to take precautions. We need to practice personal hygiene. We need to follow all the guidelines that are put out by Health Department, by the Government of India and WHO. So when you make this choice, remember chances of death due to COVID-19 is much less than driving on roads, traveling by trains, or by simply taking birth as a child in India. With that, I conclude my talk.